Howdy and buenos dias. This is a week in my life of being a runner who doesn't have any race to train for because, like most people, I got denied for the New York City Marathon and I don't have any 5K races I'm signed up for. So right now, you can pretty much guess what weekly mileage I'm going for. It's like that meme of like me versus the guys you told you not to worry about. That's my Strava graph right now. Nice and flat. I'm kind of addicted to making it flat, but like 48 miles is like just enough every week that like I'm still reaching for it and pushing for it. It's not easy. You do have to average around 7.2 miles per day if you only run 6 out of 7 days of the week. And that's a good amount of miles. This morning I got some SOC in before my early morning flight to go back to my hometown of Miami from Tallahassee because the semester just ended. So this will be a week in my life of slowly trudging towards the 48 miles, and we'll talk about dealing with no race plans. Back home in the 305 Miami, ate a deluxe chicken sandwich with some large fries. And then about to go for an early evening run. And then my brother uses the vanilla protein powder. Time to get some easy mileage in the pegs 39. And what's gonna be an extremely hot Miami week. And it's April. Got it done despite traveling like 500 miles today on a travel day. Always those are just more stress worthy, and so especially traveling with a cat for the first time in the airport. That was a new experience for me. We got done, and I'm gonna do some sneaky speed work, some strides, because honestly I don't really like doing hard tempo efforts that are speed intervals that much. I'll do speed workout to get better, but my natural state of being with running isn't to do those super hard mile repeats or 100-meter repeats or 400-meter repeats. Just nice, easy running. But strides, on the other hand, it's like doing 100-meter repeats only 4 times. You're really only going like 95% effort for 15, 20 seconds. And then you get a minute rest in between. This helps maintain some of my speed. I devoured some pita chips, which made a couple guest appearances throughout the week, and some mashed up guacamole with lime juice and salt and pepper. Just got out of the shower, and so to recap my 2 main pieces of advice on what to do when you're in that sloshy mess of an unstructured plan because you have no race to go for, I say number 1, set mini goals for yourself. And for me, that's my mileage goal. It could be a time duration goal. It could be maybe you just want to hit 1 speed workout every week, and that's your goal. So just always set some type of goal. Well, Dulce is scratching the sofa. And my second piece of advice is that if you don't want to do hard workouts like me, because I don't love doing that super intense stuff unless I'm really trying to improve my speed, is I just incorporate some strides. Strides take less than 5 minutes to do in total, and they're really a super simple thing to do. And I do them over stretching. And then my third thing, and this is kind of cliche, but you got to know your why. Why are you running? For me, I love snacking. This is the gluttony in me, but whenever I get back home, I love to just snack, and I usually eat more food and gain a couple pounds. So to help keep that under control, I run. I also run for mood control. Running helps relieve any stress if I'm having it during school or work. And then just overall makes me happy. It makes me feel fulfilled with the day. Even if I don't accomplish anything else, I just walk around with a little bit more swagger. Like, hey, I got my run done. And that's honestly really all I need today. Maybe I could do a little bit more, but that's icing on the cake. And then my fourth piece of advice is, why not just sign up for a race? You could do more than just your local turkey trot every Thanksgiving or the Santa run around Christmas time. There's 5Ks going on every single month. If you're in any type of suburban city, and if there's an urban city, there's for sure 5Ks. And sadly, we're not in the UK where they have like park runs, which is like this free 5K race that's held like every Saturday. That would be awesome. I wish park runs populate throughout the US. They're starting to come over, but it's sort of a new thing. I mean, just free 5K timed races every Saturday, that would be awesome. Because then I would say, like, go do more park runs. But that's not really an option here in the United States. That's all I got to say right now. I do want to talk about my marathon plans, but we'll talk about that throughout the week as well. It's Tuesday, and I watched the Tom Brady roast last night. So this morning, let's go! Did some back and biceps and then a 7-mile easy run on the treadmill. You're gonna see that a lot. And even my brother is like, why are you running so much? Because he only does like 3 to 6 miles a week just to maintain a little bit of cardio. And meanwhile, I'm going relatively way more intense than that. Look at that super cool energy graph, 3.1 miles per kilowatt hour. My brother's Red Bull, not mine. I'm in this sleeveless hoodie, snacking on some more pita chips, and then I'm making some lunch with some canned tuna, 50 grams of protein right here, some zucchini, some tomatoes, probably some carrots too, just a vegetable medley. That makes me roughly hit my protein goal for the day of around 190, 200 grams of protein. It is Wednesday, and after doing some squats, Bulgarian split squats, some deadlifts, and leg press yesterday, I've been doing that for like 7 to 8 weeks now, and I'm still getting DOMs in my glutes and my hammies. But I'm still going to run today because I run 6 out of 7 days. But I'm going to take it easy. I'm not doing an intense speed workout. And I got to say, I saw this Reddit comment that said someone rebranded jogging to Zone 2, and that changed everything. I don't disagree. That was a clever change that the running community did. But I want to talk about my marathon plans quick before I go to the gym and then bang out my outdoor run for today in the hot, hot sun. So I want to run the 2025 Chicago Marathon, but that's in the fall of next year. So that's like a year and like a couple months from today. So what am I doing between now and then? Because I automatically qualified for that with my sub 3 hour marathon time in Tally this year, my first marathon. So I think I'm going to try and maybe run the Honolulu Marathon this December, and then early next year I might run the Miami Marathon, and then I'm going to run my college town marathon, the Tallahassee Marathon, one last time because I'm a senior officially. And then that will bridge the gap between now and the Chicago Marathon. So basically, from now to the Chicago Marathon, about halfway in the timeline, there'll be like 3 marathons. I'm going to take them all easy, probably just get sub 4 in all of them, maybe sub 3:30. I'll do some light long run training for them, probably not surpass like 18, 19, 20 miles in my long run. I'm not doing the couple 23-mile long runs I did for my sub 3 marathon training. But for my Chicago Marathon training, I'm going to go intense. I'm going to raise my weekly mileage to a peak of 85, which is a lot more than what most people need to get sub 250, but I just like to secure it like that. And after the Chicago Marathon, I hope to get a BQ time, so then that next spring in 2026, this far out, my marathon plans go, I could run the Boston Marathon. And then I'll have 2 out of the 6 or 2 out of the 7 ABOT World Marathon Majors done and complete. And then I'm going to start applying for the London Marathon, even though like almost 1 million people applied for it this year. And the lottery chances just seem to dwindle year after year as running gets more and more popular, which is awesome. I love people getting into marathons. I'm getting into marathons, so I'm right there with them. But yeah, there's a lot of competition now with the World Majors. So we'll slowly take it off year after year. I'll be applying, but that's the fun. That's the fun in the journey. It's not just a linear path. It's ups and downs, peaks and valleys. And I love my parents. I mean, they're providing the roof over my head. But for dinner last night, I'm not kidding. They ate eggs and fries from like a bag in the freezer. I understand they have like full-time jobs, so sometimes convenience over healthy food, but that's kind of the inspiration I grew up with, even though both my parents say like, oh, Max, you eat really healthy now. I'm like, yeah, I think you guys should too, but they're trying to work on it as well. I mean, my dad also ate a salad, so that helped. Gym session is done, and look, you can see my Christian McCaffrey vein a bit. Here's my brother's running watch. It's a Garmin with his AirPod attachment and some running glasses. For every mile of my run today, it was a negative split, slowly but surely. And I'm making myself a little vegan burger. There is Dulce, and behind me on this table, you can see my brother's about to graduate high school, and with that comes prom night. He's about to do his promposal, and then that's a painting my dad did. I didn't go to prom, but you know, the whole virus type thing. Broski, it's a chilly 87 degrees outside. My brother said, if I don't run outside today, and I instead run on the treadmill, I'm a wimp, so I'm running outside. Tomorrow's a rest day. I could relax tomorrow. But today, can't fear the sun. Shout out my Grogu socks. Thank goodness Miami Lakes has some shade. But going back to the why, I'm not really only doing this for the me that's today and the me that's tomorrow, or the me that's in like 3 months or 2 years. I'm doing it for the me that's hopefully at 73 completing marathons. Shout out to the woman who is 73 years old. This year completed the Boston Marathon in like 3 hours, 36 minutes. That's an incredible time at that age. Absolutely maravilloso. Yesterday was rest day, and now today's my long run day. Sometimes a lot of people put like the rest day after the long run day. I just like to do it before, but there's nothing like getting you jumping out of your bed in the morning other than seeing a 97 degree high temperature for today. I have to do this in the morning. If not, it's deadly out there. I got my 20-ounce water bottle and 1 gel. We'll see how many miles I crank out today. Modern driveway with the Model 3. And just over there, another modern driveway with the charging Model S. Brutal long run. Definitely a harder effort today than normal, but we got it done. And now, for Mother's Day, my family and I head into a beach hotel. Here we got the beach fit going down. 2 beach brands. I don't know, because I'm living in a non-coastal city in Tallahassee. But we're in the 305 Miami Mother's Day weekend. Gonna get a run in tomorrow super early and then walk with my parents. Food truly hits different once you complete a run of 10 plus miles, and I ate some comforting Miami food. Got some ham croquetas, a coconut pastry, tostada, which is just Cuban bread con mantequilla, and then it was some watermelon slices. The blue theme with the ocean right there. P.S. If you're ever in Hollywood Beach, even though the environment and the convenience is awesome, the Landshark Grill is pretty poor. Después de amanecer, time for a run con mi hermano. Que borracho, borracho. I departed from my brother at 4 miles. I got 1.9 to go. We're at a Mother's Day buffet.
I got to. It's just, it looks too good.
I knocked back around 3 pounds of salmon with some halal, chocolate y vanilla, con some chocolate little chippies. Dulce, how you doing? April, how you doing? I'm driving to go pick up my brother, and I am not even kidding. I've been in Miami for less than a week, and I've been honked at 7 times. I'm driving conservative. I've watched a Not Just Bikes video on speed limits.